jacked, like in
Still
amazing
in great
shape.
shape.
And they're, living. So is it dirty steroids, or is it, actually performance enhancing things that they're taking to actually be in a good condition? Like I was saying, if you're taking the pill formats of things that actually crush your liver, opposed to injecting it, right? One seems like way worse, right? It just seems safer to take the pill, but then it goes through your filtration system. So it could be things like that. And then also, the people who died back in like when they were 40s, all that stuff was brand new. And the dosage was probably off, and everything was not being regulated.
Right.
All these older athletes like Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, they're all getting blood work like all the time. Joe Rogan's been super open about himself taking TRT. He's like, yeah, I get a blood panel every 3 months. I make sure everything's good. We go through the full work.
For sure.
And
I think it's important to separate TRT from steroids.
And that's why
I would say that too,
that's why there was
definitely.
an exemption in the UFC. So when you had TRT Vtors, because all the other stuff was
TRT tour.
was illegal, and then you could just do TRT. But the problem is the normal range is from 400 to 1,000, and they were 1,600 points, because they were
over.
They were taking their week's dose in one.
Well over. And plus, if a guy, because when Vitor Belfort was taking TRT, he was still young enough to shouldn't have had to need it. So if he was testing low, why? Probably because you juiced up when you were 19.
That was another thing that they were doing.
Your
TRT. That's what it does, dude.
Your testosterone. It slows your testosterone production.
That's another thing that they were doing, is they would stop taking the TRT before they would go in to get tested for their exemption. And so their levels would crash. And they'd be like, oh yeah, you definitely need this dose. And then they go back to like a normal and then start injecting.
No, I fully...
All rumors. We don't know anything.
I support testosterone, man, and I would take it if I was low. I would have no qualms at all. If I felt low energy or whatever, going and getting tested, and if that thing was even a little bit low, shoot me up, doc, with testosterone. But I feel like the steroids, the things that your body don't naturally make, or that it makes enough of already, and you don't need no more of that human growth hormone or whatever.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Is HGH is amazing for your body, but you can't add more, because then
don't do that.
You get giant skulls and giant organs, and everything grows with HGH, not just your muscles and your physique. Your heart grows, your liver, everything grows.
Like you guys ever seen, like for instance, in the UFC, like you see people super ripped, like fucking 6-pack abs, 8-pack abs, but dude, they look fucking fat. Like you can see the definition, but they look fat. And that's because your insides are fucked up and they're all inflamed.
Swollen.
From steroids. So that's why when I seen that and it was like healthy, I'm like, how's that gonna be healthier?
Brock Lesnar had what was it called?
Oh yeah, he had that
where his intestines.
There was holes in his
and he had
intestines.
that same thing where his whole belly was sticking out, but
still ripped and defined and shit.
Canadian guy, GSP. When he came back for his fight,
he had some bulging abs. Yep. That's true.
He had like a giant belly.
They say that's a tale to know when someone's on steroids.
Really? I never heard that before.
And
I've noticed that though.
GSP is one of those guys that's so clean on everything. I think his was just purely a health issue, because I couldn't see him.
You don't think GSP would juice?
I don't think he would juice.
I think he's Juice SP. I think he would. I don't
Maybe
know
the
why not.
aliens gave it to him. Did you see that podcast?
No.
Oh, he was on Joe Rogan. He was like, I have spaces in time that I am missing, and it was the aliens that abducted me.
Sweet, I gotta watch that one. I'm into that.
It's old. It was like 4 or 5 years ago,
really?
I think, at this point.
No, I think if I don't put it past him juicing, and I think he would do it the right way, like by the right
Doctors,
way. Doctors, exactly. He'd be like the Canadian experiment, the French Canadian experiment, man.
It's amazing that Yoel Romero never got popped for anything. That guy
was an action figure. Still is.
Yeah, still is. Yeah. Nobody knows his true age, but I think he's like 45 now.
Right.
Something like that.
And also, because of how he fights, nobody remembers. Wasn't he, I might be wrong, wasn't he a Cuban wrestler?
Yeah.
And he just bangs.
Yeah.
Like nobody, like you forget he
You
was
never
even
see
a
a
wrestler.
wrestler. Yeah, he wants to
No,
knock
that
people's
dude
heads
just, my gosh.
So won't it be great when they're all looking like that?
Well, like I was saying, man, like from a fan's perspective, I've never cared.
Yeah.
Like personally, I could do testosterone if I needed it, but not juice,
Yeah.
right? But from a fan's perspective, you could have like a juice league.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, again, do what you want to your own body.
Open division.
I just don't. Yeah, open division. I just don't like the idea of my kid looking up to you.
Yeah.
But I'll just do my best to make sure he doesn't, and yeah, I'll watch.
How about fitness coaches being on steroids?
Fitness coaches being on
Saying,
steroids.
hey,
Liver
buy
King,
this,
huh?
buy this program, and you're gonna look like this, but yet they take steroids.
But they're cheating.
I
Well,
think
that's
you're
like
thinking of the
editing
Liver
photos.
King there.
That's like
All
editing
natty
photos,
Liver
right?
King.
Like I follow this guy on IG. I don't know his name, but he calls people out that are fitness influencers that edit their photos, Photoshop their stuff and stuff.
I've seen that.
It's kind of in that ballpark, right?
Movie
It's like-
stars do
I
that.
feel like
They
it's
highlight
fake.
their
Yeah,
ass.
yeah.
yeah.
Or they
It re-
CGI them.
Yeah, it really discouraged me, dude. If I bought some shit and was
And you
like,
found out the guy
yeah, this
edited
dude
his
was on
stuff.
steroids, I'm like, so I'm not gonna look like that unless I
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah, give me your real program,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I saw a meme and it was a girl looking up to like a supermodel and being like, those standards are unrealistic, and then a guy looking at like Uber Raymond's like, definitely not gonna be 6'4" and jacked like that.
Yeah.
But and the caption
I see
was
those
like,
too.
"Where's the gym, bro? I need to go." Yeah.
Oh
That's
man.
funny. All right, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Check out Diligent Minds, Dylan Delgado. Go check out Esteem Jiu Jitsu in Petaluma, California.